All right, this is the 3X pitching mechanics component, chest thrust, external rotation. So, a lot of studies show high velocity pitchers get that more linear trunk over the front leg the moment of maximum external rotation, the arm lays back, okay? It's critical because it's like the whip. That's the meat of the whip. This is where all the power can really, really build up because it's transferring your leg forces at front foot into your trunk forces. And then the arm at that point is just along for the ride. It's just going to deliver the energy that your legs pushed into your trunk, okay? And it's when we don't have a lot of that, we get rotational, and the arm winds up casting and trying to do a lot of the work. So the key is, if we can power the body, then we can deliver it through the trunk. That's the key. When I say chest thrust, it's because thoracic extension will keep my arm back. And the point is the farther my trunk goes, just like in our strides, the more energy I can build to the ball. And if my arm tries to throw too early, I cut that off. So by pushing out the chest or the belly, that loads the arm back in that movement, allows my trunk to go farther, build more energy before the arm is released. Okay, so we're out of hip to shoulder, or we're into hip to shoulder separation, right? What's going to happen here? The glove will turn over at that point after front foot strike, and it's not a generator, so it becomes a fulcrum, a stabilizer. It stabilizes with front leg and allows all that rotational energy coming out of hip to shoulder separation to open up just to the side of the glove and then move forward, okay? So cock position, and we'll go into the biomechanics and really get into the cock position, okay? But you're gonna turn the glove over. This hip's leading from the triple extension, okay? This hip's gonna pull this shoulder through, and that's how we're gonna get all this linear power. If this hip isn't driving hard, pulling the shoulder through, then we're probably gonna go to our glove, which makes this all too rotational. So we really want a lot of force through triple extension. That's gonna pull the back shoulder through, which is gonna rotate around the glove side as the arm continues to abduct and lay back and externally rotate. That external rotation is gonna delay the arm so the trunk can power up as it extends or thrusts forward out all the way over your front leg as far as you possibly can go. Now there's a lot of key things that allow that. We'll get into that in the biomechanics. But the more we can stabilize and even extend, we'll talk about that later, and push and thrust the trunk out with the arm back, the more velocity, and the best thing is the more precision, meaning the better to locate and command your pitches with that velocity to the target. Okay, so it's just as simple as that. Out of hip to shoulder separation, turn, tuck, stabilize glove side, triple extension drives back shoulder. We still have that contralateral tilt. Arm lays back and externally rotates above shoulder height. And the farther we can thrust that trunk out before release, the more velocity and the more better direction of that velocity to the target we have. All right, so to work on that, you could literally sit here and just go through this motion, turn over, tuck, push through the hip, follow through the shoulder, arm lays back, trunk thrust out, right? So it'd be like, see, I like to start it here to get the power from the hip. Okay, and that's a real important component. And once again, the success you have with hip to shoulder separation with triple extension is going to be pushed. We're going to see the result of that in the trunk in this component called chest thrust external rotation.